Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's session of Ask Zak. And tonight we want to focus especially on getting your broilers to grow faster. And there is one hurdle that a lot of farmers experience when it comes to their broilers growing faster, and that is of course diarrhea. Now diarrhea, what happens is the chicken eats its food, but because there's an infection of coccidiosis in the system, that feed passes right through the system and ends up on the ground. So if the feed is on the ground and not in your chicken, they are not going to grow fast and to the point that you want to be able to sell big chickens. So first of all, coccidiosis is one of our main causes of diarrhea in chickens. And coccidiosis is an environmental bacteria, so it's all around us. And there are a few factors that of course promotes it or increases their numbers so that the chickens become sick. First and foremost is of course not enough shavings in your house. Remember, shavings have a very important role in a poultry house. First of all, we want to throw it about 4 fingers thick. If you throw it thinner, it doesn't absorb moisture like you want it to. And that causes wet shavings, and that causes the coccidiosis population to boom. And of course, your chickens become sick and then they stop growing properly. So first, shavings. Secondly, good ventilation. Remember, think about good ventilation, fresh air passing through your poultry house like hanging clothes on a washing line. That air moving through your house allows the shavings to dry a bit. So we need fresh air to pass through to decrease the moisture in your shavings that you experience that you have in your house, so that it can dry out, so that the coccidiosis numbers stays below the chicken's immune system. And then of course, lastly but not least, is overpopulation of your chicken house. So what usually happens, people put down their shavings the right amount, they make sure there's ventilation, but if you put too many chickens inside your chicken house, the older they get, the more excretions are, bodily excretions there are, like feces. And when you've got too many chickens, it becomes too much. Your shavings can't absorb everything. It can't do its job like a good nappy does its job by absorbing all the urine and the feces. And then you're going to struggle to get that shavings dry. So make sure your poultry house has good ventilation, that you put down enough shavings, and then of course make sure you don't overpopulate the house. Those are main causes of coccidiosis outbreaks. Now a lot of you may ask now is, okay, I do have a coccidiosis outbreak, what can I do in that time? Now there are main antibiotics that we can give our chickens, and these products that I'm going to show you are only for broilers. Please do not use them for your layers. But first of all, you can use a product like Trimetrosolv, which is good for coccidiosis. Another one that you can use is ESB3, that you can use for your chickens. And last but not least, you can use something like Coliprim. Now all these products, they do the same job. They're basically a sulfur-based antibiotic, so that is more focused for coccidiosis. It works very well for it. And all of them, you can use any one of those that you are going to mix into the drinking water, and you're going to give it to your chickens for 5 days. Asseblief. If you use it for a shorter period, you are going to start creating resistance in the bacteria that you in that poultry house, and later on antibiotics might not work. So asseblief, mix it with your water according to the instructions. Make sure that you complete the course of at least 5 days, and your chickens should be better then. But for more advice, pop into your nearest Alzu one-stop shop, where we keep all these products and of course give good advice to assist you to help those chickens to grow faster. A chicken that grows faster brings in more money for you as a farmer. So till next time, have a good evening. Goodbye.